Hello, happy days, greetings, and season holidays, and fussities, and all those nicety things. And I'm sorry to have to do this to you, but I have to make one more video. See, my laptop is what I used to use, and it was all set up, had all the high definition camera and everything on it, and the software for converting and that. Well, my laptop has developed problems. The last time that I had a problem with it. I had a medical procedure done and I was very ill and I threw up all over the laptop and I threw up all over the cat. And I think the cat was more forgiving than the laptop was. So whenever I buy a laptop, I always buy the advanced warranties and that because I pretty good repairman, but laptops are hard to fix. They really are. So because it was thrown up on, I had to send it back to the factory. They replaced the motherboard with a different kind of motherboard. They claimed it was supposed to be newer and better. I disagree with that. And it hasn't worked quite right since, but it's always been susceptible to attack. The other two computers I've got running can withstand an attack, blow them off, whatever. The laptop, just 2 days ago, I was on the laptop, everything was good, walked away, come back, keyboard not working. Now, half of the problems are mechanical and half of the problems were hijacking. But the laptop doesn't seem to be able to handle it. But it could do videos very well. So the other day I switched all my computers around, all my monitors around, fixed my laptop so the keyboard worked again, and I put it away. I just don't want to every 2 weeks have to dump the thing and that, no matter how convenient it is. So Ron had bought me this camera, and it was supposed to be a top-of-the-line camera. But I'm not having very much luck with it. First of all, it records everything in Windows Media File, which is huge files. Second of all, I can't get those files to go into from YouTube into my blog the way I used to, and I don't want to upload them directly to the blog because I pay $200 and something now for space as it is, and I just had to pay $90 for another 50 gigabyte upgrade, and uploading a 137 megabyte file, which is just this first 20-minute one that I did. It won't take too long till I'll be asking Ron for another $90. So the thing to do is put them on YouTube where I get the free space and then link to that. But WordPress wouldn't let me do it because it was in a Windows media format. Now, I went to the converter that I have, and it only lets me convert to Windows Media format, but it does it in a much smaller manner. Like say you wanted to email something. Still, the file was huge. I finally figured a way to get it onto the blog, and I'm hoping it plays right. If not, go to YouTube. It does play well there, and I thought it was a good video. In all honesty, I wished everybody a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, whatever your winter solstice festival is, just enjoy it. Really, I'm serious about that. I talked about prayer, I talked about bigotry, I talked about how silly I look, and if you don't mind missing my bulging eyeballs, then you can just listen to the volume. Okay, I mean to the volume. English really is my first language. Anyway, I'm having a rather good morning. I'm in a lot of pain. I'm trying to do some stuff and not getting very far on any of it. I've been trying to get to people's blogs today, and I haven't gotten very far on that. And I feel really upbeat today about things. I think it was Carmen's thing this morning about where if you didn't see the comment, go look at the comment, where she simply said that she tries to believe in the good in people. And that's people with a generalization, not everybody, like Ted Bundy or whatever. We're not saying every single person. Please don't think me that ironic. But I think what Carmen said was beautiful. Why look for the bad when first look for the good? And we've all got good and bad. We all make mistakes. God, if you've got this far through life and you've never made a mistake, congratulations, you're a modern miracle. I know there's things that I look back on my past that I wish, oh, smack me in the head. Why did I do that? Why did I say that? A good example, I didn't do this, Ron did. We were at the DMV over in West Palm Beach and talking to this nice lady, and she had pictures of kids, babies, and toddlers up on the wall behind her, and I was being pleasant and how are you, and this is nice looking children, and Ron got it all mixed up in his head, and he says, those can't be your kids, you're way too old. And you could have heard a pin drop. And I just looked at him, and I looked back at her, and I said, you can slap him, and she started laughing. He was like, oh, no, that's not what I meant you're not old enough to have those children. And she's like, let me tell you, they are my children, and blah blah blah. She was kind of offended with him. It was one of those things where he just didn't mean to say it. It came out all garbled. It went one way in his head and another way out his mouth, and I think it was headed far south, but it kind of detoured. My point is, look for the good in people. In most people, you will find it. You will find something in there that you can say, that's nice. I like that person or whatever. You know, if not, just walk away. If you can. If not, well, then forgive as people have forgiven you. Alrighty, this is turning into a sermon, which was not what I wanted to do. I just simply wanted to test the new settings I put on the camera to see if they work at all. Thank you. Hugs.